9-year-old me was this incredibly geeky little skinny, I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, skinny little geek who would wander around in hiking boots and wander around the garden looking for bugs and stuff and exploring, and I really, really wanted to be Michaela Strachan and go off looking for lions and snakes and hippos and things. And then this week at the festival, suddenly there was Michaela Strachan, and then I found myself on a couch, sitting next to the lovely, intelligent, witty, really, really kind Michaela Strachan, and she gave us her time, and oh my god.
How did you find the process of writing? Because it's quite very, very different from something you've been doing up until this point.
Well, it started off with my agent saying to me, "Why don't you write a book?" And she said, "Why don't you write a book about baby animals?" And I thought, yeah, but I'm not great at writing completely factual stuff. And it's the sort of book that you'd write and then someone would write another one next year and it would last a year on the shelf. So I thought, what can I do that's a bit more creative? Because I come from a creative background. And I thought I really enjoy writing poems. And when I used to go away a lot before the internet, before mobile phones, I used to write postcards to a lot of people, especially my family and godchildren. And I used to write them in poem form. So I used to sort of say, we're on a trip to Antarctica, it's cold and it's snowing, blah blah blah, something is snowing, or whatever, So I used to write these little postcards in poetry form. And I've often written poems. So I thought, why don't I try and do some poems? So I came up with a couple, sort of said to my what do you think? She said, actually, they're not bad. Why don't you try doing some more? So that's how the whole process came about. And some of them were easy to write, some of them, like the A to Z of animals in Namibia, it's not so easy, but they're all based on things that I've filmed. So I basically watched the video back of whatever I'd filmed, like the A to Z of animals, we really did that in Namibia. And I watched it all through and I got the facts, and then I thought, like, how do I make this into a poem? And that was quite a sort of long process, because it's not easy when you've got the animal and you think, right, now I've got to bring it back to run. And some of them I changed. I think we had a Varroa eagle in the real filming, and I changed that to a vulture.
Is the weirdest thing you've ever either done or looked up as a sort of research exercise?
Well, I guess it's easy for me to answer what's the weirdest thing I've ever done. And a few of these poems are based on Michaela's Wild Challenge, which was a series that I did for Channel 5. And that was great material to use, and I've got loads more that I can make into poems. And I think one of them I want to make into a poem is getting a kiss off a hummingbird, which is such a mad challenge, and how many people can say it's not done. And then I had my teeth cleaned underwater by a rat. So those are pretty nutty things really that I've done, and as I say, there's more stuff there to make good poems out of. It's the first festival I've ever done, and it's the first time I've ever written a book, so for me this whole thing is quite new and exciting. And I haven't quite got used to the fact that someone said to me, well, there's a fellow writer. And I thought, well, my word, I'm a writer, I'm an author. So I find that really exciting. And the festival just seems brilliant. I mean, to get there's so many different children's writers together is great, and also to encourage children to read and to get them excited about books. And I find, my son's hanging around here, he's 7, and because I read to him, because we've got a lot of books at home, he's very into it. And I wonder, so many kids, where does that stop? Where does that say that most kids of his age have for books, and then so many kids stop? So the more we can encourage kids to read books, the better. Why don't I do one that, because obviously some of them are very long, so I'll do one that we did for the show, which is crazy animal names, and you have to guess what animals I'm talking about. Some are leopards, some are tigers, some are even whales, some are zebras, some are bulls. A clue, they all have tails. Some are bronze, some are lemon, some are even blue. Some are salmon, some are white. Confusing, but it's true. Cats, nurses, angels, prickly, frilled and swell. Wingheads, bonnetheads, hammerheads as well. What are they all? Can you make a guess? They're crazy names, but if I say great white, grey tip, you should guess straight away. Spot, stripe, silver tips, they all have different marks. Gummy, dusky, soup fin, they're all the crazy names of sharks. Pleasure. I hope you can hear all that.
They're all like,